taken in by his manager, Percy Pringle, from Phoenix, Arizona, weighing 242 pounds, the man who does it his way, your Texas State heavyweight champion, flamboyant Eric Embry.
And Mark, look at the look of determination on the face of this man right here.
I don't want to see his opponent tonight. I don't want to be on the other end of that look.
He gave up
Here we
the
go.
championship of the most prestigious organization in the world, chairman of the board, and they're on him tooth and nail. It's immediate. These two behemoths, Mark, we've been talking about it for weeks. There's been confrontation after confrontation, and here it is, finally, world-class wrestling main event. P.Y. Chu-Hi, flamboyant Eric Embry, one-on-one, all the marbles, Mark.
These guys are just nailing each other with haymakers.
Oh, these have been two behemoths, both of them impervious to pain, seemingly. Neither one caring about his own body. They just fight. You'll see no wrestling skills here, Mark. You just see two men who do not like each other, two diabolically opposed forces meeting in one place. When this happens over water, Mark, it's a hurricane, and that's what we have right here. It's a hurricane here as it's spilled out onto the floor already. The sportatorium may not be big enough to hold these two. Oh, they come crashing by us. Look out, Mark. Look out. Chair over
Just nails him with a chair.
Chu-Hi blasted with a chair, and Embry all over top of him, Mark. Tojo Yamamoto running for cover. And this thing, they're outside the ring. Lubitsch trying to make a count. Unable to do so, Mark.
Eric Embry and P.Y. Chu-Hi are nailing each other with everything that's not nailed down in this building.
Oh, Mark, Chu-Hi already bleeding. Chu-Hi already bleeding. This gets any worse, Mark. I don't know what we're going to do. Embry, they
Embry's
are
cut over his right eye.
There's a chair. Another chair. And Mark, they're coming back on top of each other. Whoa, this thing is just terrible, Mark. Bob, if you can, try to keep the blood out of the picture. We'll stay with it as long as we can.
This is as violent and as vicious as anything that I've ever seen.
Mark. Bob, cut the cameras. Bob, cut the cameras. We can't keep this on TV. They won't allow this on syndication, Mark. Take the cameras off. Cut them off, Mark. Let's go to a break. We're going to have to come up with something else. They're not going to allow this. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back.
Down and see the real PYQ champion. And then I'm going to destroy all the American wrestlers, all your hillbilly. And I want to tell all your hillbilly, when the Japanese PYQ come to your town, you better respect me and all the Devastation Incorporation wrestler. 私らみんな皆さんみんな気をつけて私の PYQ のレスラーのチャンピオンみんな見てください。私らみんなテキサスのみんなのタウン行きますから PYQ 杯が一番最低のチャンピオンです。一番のチャンピオン。エリック・エムリーも潰してもう爆弾落として今新しいのチャンピオン取った。バンダー！
All right, now, Frank Dusting has explained to you folks on television what the situation is, and I've explained to the fans here at the Sportatorium what the situation is. So, Eric and Percy, we can move on in with this situation now where the USWA or World Class issue will be settled with the match. P.Y. Chu-Hi representing the very biased board, controlled heavily by Yamamoto and Akbar, and you have been chosen by Max Andrews to represent the USWA. Now, as you can tell, everyone is excited about that, but we all have one hang-up on this deal, and that is that we know that Akbar has said this has got to happen within 3 weeks, within 21 days. Are you going to be ready by then? Now, this guy you're facing, of course, 301 pounds, and we know how dangerous he is.
Well, you know, Mark, clarify just one little mistake you made there. Eric Embry wasn't chosen to represent Max Andrews and the USWA. I was chosen to represent all these people. You know, will the knee be ready? Akbar, Yamamoto, it's been going on a long time, man. You knew what you were doing when you did what you did to the knee. Well, will the knee be ready? You know, Mark, if I was going to go against Joe Blow, the knee'd be ready right now. But against a monster like the P.Y. Chu-Hi, I don't know if it'll be ready or not. But let me tell you something. P.Y. Chu-Hi. I pinned your shoulders to that mat inside that squared circle. 1, 2, 3. So there ain't no doubt in my mind whatsoever that I'm going to do it again. World-class Board of Governors, yeah, you all know what you can still do. I've had all of you I can take, man. I can't take no more. After this match, there's not going to be an organization called World Class Championship Wrestling.
An end of an era, and one I think we're ready for.
Sorry to say, but true, Mark, because World Class Wrestling used to be the premier wrestling organization on the face of the earth until Akbar started sticking his money in it and all you Board of Governors decided to sell out. Well, Akbar, Yamamoto, you thought you pulled a slick one, man. Match has to take place in 21 days. Well, see the crutches? I'm supposed to be on them, but I don't care. No matter what it takes, P.Y., when I face you, man, you better lace those boots up like you ain't never laced them up before, because I swear, I ain't promising, I'm swearing, as long as there's a breath left in my body, man, I'm gonna pin your shoulders to that mat. And when I do, me, flamboyant Eric Embry, I'm gonna come out of that ring, I'm gonna walk over to a world-class championship banner, and I'm gonna rip the damn thing off the wall, man, because there ain't gonna be no more world-class. There's not gonna be any more Akbar Yamamoto. It's all over. USWA, United States Wrestling Association, they've been keeping an eye on, they've been monitoring things for the past 3 or 4 months. God bless them for coming in and helping Max in the bidding war, because Max couldn't have made it on his own, and everybody knows I ain't wealthy enough to help him. But what I am wealthy in is inside here. It's heart and guts, man, and I'll fight you nick and tuck, P.Y. And I promise you, for every person that's backed me since day one, P.Y. Chu-Hi, I'm gonna pin your shoulders to that mat, because if I don't, then it's going to be world-class championship wrestling. And Board of Governors, if that happens, I quit, because I'm not lowering myself to your guys' level any longer. And I love you. And you hear the people here? That's why it's not going to happen that way. That's why I'm going to pin your shoulders to the mat, P.Y. Chu-Hi, because this is my family, this is my home, and I'll die for them.
The knee will be ready, Mark. I've got a friend that's a physical therapist, and starting tomorrow for the next 21 days, we're going to work on that knee, and Yamamoto and Chu-Hi, you're gone, brother.
All right, stay with us. We've got a surprise visitor. We'll be back in a minute.